Hey everybody, this is Jason, back with another movie review. Um, I'm starting a new series. I'm going to be reviewing some of the Stephen King adapted movies, um, meaning his stories that have been moved over to into a movie. So today I'm going to start with Stand by Me, which was written as the Body, which is a short story. Outstanding if you haven't read it, so I recommend it. So again, yeah, Stand by Me. This is the Blu-ray that came out not too long ago. It's outstanding. First of all, it's the 25th anniversary edition, so it came out for the 25th anniversary, and this is excellent to pick up for your collection. So let's see. Okay, we'll go right into it. First, I want to cover the who's in the film. And first of all, it's outstanding cast. So let's see here. Um, well, basically, the main character is Gordy LaChance, and it's played by Will Wheaton. Sure, we've seen him a few places here and there. Um, River Phoenix as Chris Chambers, Corey Feldman as Teddy Duchamp, um, Jerry O'Connell as Vernon Tessio, and a couple more. I mean, there's a ton of them. Kiefer Sutherland, he's a gang member here as Eyeball Chambers. Um, John Cusack plays Gordy uh, Gordy LaChance's brother, who's passed away. And lastly, the narrator of it is Richard Dreyfuss, and he plays Gordy LaChance as the adult. So basically, in the very beginning of it, you see Gordy LaChance as an adult. He's sitting in his Jeep, and he is reading a newspaper. And basically, it shows that his best friend growing up, Chris Chambers, has been stabbed to death. And he's sitting there and contemplating what's going on. Um, so basically, that flashes back to the summer of 1959, which is the summer that they actually went to go search for the body. And that's why it was called The Body, and we'll get into that. So basically, there's four, friends. You got River Phoenix, you got Will Wheaton, Corey Feldman, and Jerry O'Connell. And I do want to point out that this is an absolute outstanding cast. I don't think you can get much better than this. Yeah, it's outstanding, and I can't think of any other people to play these parts after watching this, honestly. And now when I read the book, which isn't that long of a story anyway, it's a short story, but I imagine them in my head um, as I'm reading the pages. So again, they're in the town of let's see. Well, they're in Oregon, and it's the summer. It's right after they get out of school, for the summer, and you have two guys who are in over at a house, which is Jerry O'Connell's character. It's his house, and he's over there. He's been digging for months for pennies that he's buried, and that's where he overhears them saying, "Hey, that a character has I shouldn't say character, but a guy who is at the same the same school as the kids, and he actually was hit by a train picking blueberries. I think it was blueberries or raspberries or something like that." So yeah, Ray Brower, which is the kid, and that's apparently he got hit by a train and his body's still there, and they thought it would be cool, and they, if they go get the body, and they figured that they would get a reward for it. Well, Vern had other plans, so he told everybody. They all went to go meet together in the treehouse, and that's where he asked them, "Hey, you want to go see a dead body?" And kids being kids, they of course do it. So a lot of the time, as they're walking the tracks going down, then they also have Kiefer Sutherland and his gang also, but they're driving there. So they're driving there, and they don't know that the kids themselves are also going there, and they're trying to beat one another. Really, of course, they don't know that they're competing, so to say. So you see them walking down tracks all the way, and there's some memorable moments in here. One of them is the junkyard scene. It's so you have the junkyard, you have the dog in there, and of course none of them brought any food or nothing like that. So they put together some money, which I can't remember the exact amount, but it was like $2 or something like that. So Gordy LeChance was chosen to go to the store and pick up some sodas and a couple other things. I forget what it was, Pez or something like that. They get over there, and the junkyard guy that he runs it sees them, so they're running, and he knows every one of them. And the characters in here, Chris Chambers is the leader of the group. He's real tough. Will Wheaton's character, Gordy LeChance, is he's pretty timid, so he's not sure of himself at this point in his life. He's only 12. Corey Feldman is a tough character as well. He had a tough upbringing. His dad actually burnt his ear on the stove. So if you go see it, you'll notice that his ear's all burnt. And Jerry O'Connell, he's a chubby kid who's probably been made fun of his whole life. So basically, as there's some memorable moments. Let's see, one of the moments to me is where they all get in a fight and they all get pushed into a pond, which was also a homemade pond that they made for the movie. And if you haven't, you'll have to watch this Blu-ray with the commentary. It's a picture-in-picture commentary with everybody there doing it. It's outstanding, and it was a nasty. The nasty pond, and they get leeches all over them. So that's one of my favorite scenes. You got Gordy LeChance is actually an author. He's a writer, and he's written short stories and stuff like that. And he goes and he talks about a pie eating contest at the local fair. And I won't go into detail with it, but it's funny. It's brilliant the way they put it in there. So you need to watch that. What else? So basically, they get to the end of the tracks. Oh, before I get there, actually, the one of my favorite scenes in this one, actually, probably my favorite, is when they get to a train crossing, a bridge, and they're crossing the bridge, and the train starts coming towards them. So it is absolutely hilarious. Really, Jerry O'Connell on this as Vern is hilarious. So you'll have to just see that to see what happens. It's absolutely hilarious. So basically, they get to the spot where the body is, and it's down in a little ravine area, all covered up. They do see the legs, and at the same time, then you see Kiefer Sutherland and his gang show up. And they're going to force the kids to, hey, get out of here, because it's ours. And out of nowhere, out of nowhere, Gordy LeChance grows up. He takes the weapon that earlier Chris Chambers had, and it was loaded. So basically, it turns out that nobody took the body with them. They go back and they call in anonymously. They call in and say where the body is, but nobody gets the credit for it. The cool thing is it's not really that long of a movie, but when you get back into town and they're going their separate ways, they've only been gone for like a day, and they even say it that it felt like everything was different, and you almost feel like it's like the group of kids, they grew up, only gone for a day, but you really feel it. So that's the end of it, and then you get this wonderful music right here at the end of it, and so yeah. So as my very first Stephen King review, I recommend this. I highly recommend this. And honestly, I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10. They did a fabulous job. The director was Rob Reiner. He did an outstanding job. And he directed these kids, as they're all 12-year-olds. I believe they're all 12. So I'm sure it was tough to direct them. And so 10 out of 10, highly recommend watching this if you haven't. Or if you have seen it and you haven't seen it in a long time, watch it again. Especially as an adult. It's totally different as an adult than it was when I was a kid. So the Blu-ray is definitely something to get. Awesome special features. You do get the picture-in-picture commentary, which is really cool. You get the music video, and then you also have the commentary of the summer of the filming of it. It's pretty cool to watch Rob Reiner talk about that and the kids and all that. So definitely give this one a shot, a chance. You will like it. I promise you that. Has wonderful soundtrack. If you like oldies like I do, just the music alone is great. So definitely give this a chance, and thank you very much for watching, and I will talk to you next time with another movie review. Thanks a lot. Have a great night.